Hey, you curious of buying the Xbox Series S, but not sure if it's worth it for you? Stick around and I'll explain why I think it's an amazing console. Well, you want to buy it if you want to upgrade to your Xbox One. Because I have the Xbox One here, and I can tell you, not only is it considerably louder, more heavy, loads slower, doesn't output to past 1080p, everything about the Xbox Series S is a massive improvement over the Xbox One S. Like, I bought it to make videos, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't even want to play it because the Series S is such an improvement. It's 40% smaller. So if you have a gaming setup where you don't have too much space, the Series S is perfect, and it's also perfect for a traveler like me. If you ever want to take gaming with you on the go and you want something a little bit better than just a handheld like Nintendo Switch, the Series S is so small. If you want to see how easy it is to pack, check my video, but you can easily put in a backpack. Games lowered like that. I can never go back to PS4, Xbox One because of the solid state drive that the Xbox Series S and X and the PlayStation 5 have. You know, back in the day, you know, if you're waiting for a game to load up, it might take 1, 2, 3 minutes, and then you're getting out your phone. You maybe play the Nintendo Switch like I did for 1, 2 minutes. But now it is instant. You never have to wait for a game to load again. It's a game changer. Like, obviously the PS4 Pro that I have with me there, the SSD is a considerable improvement over the PS4 and the Xbox One S. 2020 technology of the Xbox Series S, there's no comparison. Games load like that. And you want to upgrade because yesterday, Medium, the first game that came out by Microsoft Studios exclusively on the Xbox Series S and X and PC, it wasn't made for Xbox One. So you're gonna have, especially from now, Microsoft Studios have been busy producing games upon games, trying to compete with obviously Sony, who are so far ahead of the game production line. So every other game that's gonna come on Game Pass for free is gonna be optimized for Xbox Series S. Obviously there's going to be some big releases like Halo Infinite that's still going to be on the Xbox One consoles, but really and truly your Xbox One S, its time is done. It's kind of like the PS4. You wouldn't want to buy a PS4 in 2021 and you would want to upgrade to a PS5. It's the exact same reason with the Series S. If this helps you, please remember to like and subscribe on my small channel, and every little helps if you want to see more gaming content like this. The price is fantastic. Like, if you're paying $299 for a really impressive piece of hardware, you gotta think for a PC, you'll probably have to spend, for a comparison PC, maybe triple the money, maybe, you know, $700, something like that. You get an extremely powerful console in a small, concise, petite manner. And obviously the controllers as well, compared to the Xbox One controller, the Xbox Series S is a big improvement. Not a massive improvement, it has improved D-pad, it has grips, so if you're out here with sweaty hands, you know what I mean, there's a lot more grip on this one, whereas this one is just, you know, the sweat's just gonna drip down and, you know, perspirate on the controller. So every single part of it, and then you have the UI, the operating system of the Series S is so much more snappy. You know, I can just scroll down and everything you need is right there. Whereas, as I noticed when I was testing out the Series S after going back from the One S, everything just takes long to load. It's a lot more longer. It takes long to turn on. Everything is worse on the One S compared to the Series S. And that's the thing. Obviously, if you want to see whether or not you should buy a Series X or Series X, take the video. So over X, because if you don't have a 4K TV, it's not really going to make a difference. But the biggest reason why you get Series S is if you don't necessarily care about the memory size. The biggest problem with this console by far is the fact that it only has 520 gigabytes of memory, and that equates to about 366 gigabytes of usable space. So with the One X, you're getting even more memory than the PS5 with 1 terabyte. 822-ish usable space. So if you want the more space and bang for your buck, you should buy the X. But bearing in mind, the X is going to be a lot bigger and more encompassing. Like, as I mentioned earlier, if you got a gaming setup like me, you see here, boom, I got my cabinet here, I got the Series S here. The Series S is very small and it's designed to be put horizontal because that's where the button is. Whereas if I had an X, it would be so fat, I obviously play behind on my bed, it would encompass this space. And it would be a lot more, you know, I wouldn't be able to put an X on here. Just like I wouldn't be able to put a PS5 on here. I would have to put it on a cabinet like this or wall mount it on a wall. Whereas the Series S, it will fit in any gaming setup you have, no problem whatsoever. So it's just a perfect all-around console. If you're not, if you want to get into the next generation of gaming, but you don't want to be spending massive bucks on an X, extra $200, the Series S, you can't go wrong. And this console, because of how much value for money you're getting, you easily could sell this, 1-2 years down the line when you want a bit more memory, and you can upgrade to the X, which is what I'm going to plan to do. But for $299, the only real better value is the PS5 Disc Edition at $399 or $349, something like that. But as we know, the PlayStation 5 is super hard to get, so you're better luck buying the Series S. But in summary, it's a fantastic console. It loads like lightning. It's beautiful, that I didn't mention. I think it's by far the most best looking console. And again, please like and subscribe if this content helped you, for more Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch content. To see whether or not I think Cyberpunk is worth a buy, it's a mixed bag. Take a look at the card. Thank you so much. Goodbye.